Hello there, Aquarius. My name's Frankie. I'm a clairvoyant, clairaudient medium, and an empath. This reading's going to be for Aquarius for April of 2021. For everybody who's new out there, I pull 4 cards for the month. We'll use the bottom card on the deck for an overall view of the month, and we'll pull an angel card at the end of the reading, hopefully so we can bring everything together. Now, I am an empath, so I have a weird speech pattern. I speak as if I'm you. Guess that makes all of us Aquariuses named Frankie for the time of the reading. Look at your moon sign and your rising sign. You'll get a more comprehensive view of the month, and I don't believe the cards are going to go week by week. I think they'll probably blend in and out throughout the month as an overall theme. Now, we have one, or actually one could be a blip. We have one blip card here and one that could be a blip for some of us Aquariuses, which I really could understand, being that we are Aquarius. We have good words. They are willingness, expansiveness, freedom, truth, and inspiration. And we have, out of 5 cards, all of our cards are major arcana. Unbelievable, but true. Couldn't even believe it, because the few of the readings here, cards were coming up repetitively, and we got all major arcana. One of them, like I said, is tough. One of them could be tough, but we're going to make it. We have really good words here. And actually, the card on the bottom of the deck is the World card. And I was like, oh my gosh, could we get anything better? And then I'm laying out the rest of the cards, and I was like, well, one of those is not all that great for us. This one, though, is a wonderful card. This is success in all of our endeavors, being on top of the world, or we soon will be on top of the world. Everything's available to us right now. Completion of projects, attainment of our goals, of our aims, happiness, harmony. Whatever we do now is going to succeed. Whether it's a career, it could be career change, a move to another place, a new relationship, could be recognition, rewards, acclaim. This is the very end of the old cycle and the beginning of a new cycle. It's like the perfect way for us to start out April with, in the beginning of a new, end of the old and beginning of a new cycle for us. When it comes, it's the last card in the tarot deck. It comes when we have kind of mastered the complexities of our own inner nature, and feel supported by our inner resources. So it's a time of being very, very self-confident and sure of ourselves, that we can trust in a higher power that is watching out for us or looking out for us. And we put that trust exactly where it belongs, in that higher power, in God, in our source, whatever we want to call it. We have our inner light is shining on the outside. And that's how I feel about this card. So new opportunities are available to us at this time, and we're completely free to pick and choose whatever pleases us, whatever it is, and make it work, and make it work well, which is even a better, more interesting concept than anything else I can think of. We're going to make it work and make it work well, which is really actually pretty nice for us. This is the card. This is not our big blip card, but this might be for some of us something we have to go through, and for others of us, it's going to be something we want to be in. Our next card here is the Hierophant, And that means there's some type of a traditional factor in our life, whether it's a religion, it could be a philosophy, it can be a social organization, any organization that is authoritative, like it has authority over us. We feel a great deal of loyalty to it. Some of us will, others of us, and we would choose to live in accordance with the beliefs that we have in common with this group or with this organization. Some of us might want to be the leader of the organization. Others of us might have some kind of a relationship with the leader of the organization. But for whatever reason, this group or this tradition, it serves us in some manner. But there's rules that go with the hierophant. Rules and regulations, and this is how we believe, this is what we do, this is how it operates, end of the story. And if I step outside that rules and the regulations, which we Aquariuses can do quite frequently, we are going to get our little butts kicked around because it's judgmental. So if I don't believe in their rules and their regulations, I'm going to get, the word I always think of is shunned. Like you went against what we believed in, therefore no one in the organization or the congregation is going to talk to you. So I'm thinking with that word freedom in there and truth in there and inspiration, if that organization is no longer, let's say, making me feel supported, a few of us are going to dump it right on its head and put that hierophant right upside down. And that's because of those words in here. If it won't allow us to expand, if there's no freedom in it, if we no longer feel it's truthful or right for us and it's no longer inspiring us, it could be really, we would walk away. I'm not going to say we're going to fight or argue or anything like that, but we would know, some of us, this is my path, this is my way. Others of us, whatever it is, others of us are going to say, it's no longer giving me the freedom and the truth that I need to inspire me, so I will walk away and others will be happy. I'm going to stay. This is what's right for me, right basically at this time, because the next card's the real blip, and this card is the Tower card. No, Aquarius, the lightning's not coming down and strike us and burn up our little tower here. This is a card of like whatever, some type of, it represents some kind of catastrophe that whatever it is, it's disruptive, it's it's some kind of an adversity that we're going to have to face, but facing it is for the absolute best. Whatever it is, whether it's an old habit, a lot of time a false idea. That's why I'm saying that about the hierophant energy. It could be a false idea, things like that. It needs to be gotten rid of. So we no longer need it. It's really not a negative card in that manner. It's a positive card. Let's say it's the disruption of a relationship and we're fighting or something happened like that, we have an argument. It's one of those cards where if I'd have taken the rose-colored glasses off earlier and quit, like pretending things weren't happening, then I would have made the change, because this happens when there's some kind of thing that we're doing, maybe repetitive, yeah, repetitively, that's the word I'm hearing. Some kind of thing we're doing repetitively that we shouldn't be doing, that it's time for us to basically alter it and change it, and we're not changing it. So everything gets shook up when we get our feet stuck in the mud like that, stuck in this status quo, saying to ourselves, it is what it is, and feeling that dissatisfaction, discontent in our lives, but not quite knowing how we're going to make the changes. So this fires off this urgent need to break free of any restrictions that would be limiting us in some manner from further development. So that's where it's coming in as a good thing instead of as a bad thing. It's basically like, now is the time, and it's going to change. So I'm going to face it and change it. And if it has another person involved in it and I'm not hearing truth, I'm probably going to want to be free. Just like this says down here, want to be with perhaps another partner. Some of us may, break off a friendship or a relationship that we're in, or break off an affiliation with some kind of an organization that previously we believed in. But when we do this, we're doing it because we're stuck. They're stuck, but it was suitable for us at the time, but we're still stuck and it's no longer suitable. That's what I'm hearing when what they're saying to me, because this one shows us new. This is the Magician card. So even if we go through the Tower situation, the Magician is in here next to basically fix everything and straighten it up for us, because the Magician is a situation of new beginnings and brand new choices. It indicates when we're ready, willing, and able to manipulate a situation in order to achieve some kind of a desired result. So it indicates that we have leadership potential. So some of us, it might be, hey, I want a promotion and a raise, or I'm leaving the company, with the World card and the hierophant and the Tower right after it, and we get an even better job. So ambition for desire, for action, new relationships coming into being. The tools, though, for whatever action it is that is desired are already in our hands, basically. So the key point is to sit down, think of what can I do, right? Sit with myself, think, what can I do with the knowledge I have and the power I have to use these tools correctly, in a correct manner. Because there's like a little caveat with the Magician card, and it's, if we use the tools that we have in an improper manner, it'll backfires on us. If we're hurting or harming somebody. Not that I feel that we Aquariuses would do that, but it would backfire on us. So it's something for us to kind of keep in mind, because I believe that the situation itself is kind of on hold for a period of time, because our next card here, or it's coming, is kind of on hold for a period of time. I think we're in a state of transition. This is the Hangman card. This is not like someone hung this dude up here. He put himself up there. We're in state of suspended animation between the past and our future, and a new direction that's coming into our life is in the making for us right now. So it's just, in a way, kind of like that World card. So it's time for us to get a new perspective and to make significant changes, looking at things from a different angle, maybe in order to make necessary, like readjustments and things like that. And we need to make when you get the hangman card, we need to make a really clean break with our past and concentrate on becoming spiritually more attuned. Then we know how to use all those magic tools that we have. So readjustment with the hangman, readjustment is necessary. But, we have to take our time, period. We have to take our time, make the right decisions about where we want to take our life truly, and take it for the long term, not just the short term. And pay attention to our inner development, getting those new perspectives and being ready to dance to the tune of a different drummer, basically, in our future. We're being given this time to get this new perspective, maybe because we have the hierophant in here, whether this is relationship, career, whatever it is in our life that's coming down to pass. I think that when the Tower card actually hits like that, maybe it's coming to light because there was things that we weren't listening to, and maybe things that we weren't choosing to really, really look at. And then all of a sudden it starts clicking in our head. And that's the way we operate. We usually are the inspiration for others. And I think that a lot of times we forget to listen to what we are being inspired to do, or pay attention to what Spirit's telling us to do, or pay attention to, hey, take off those rose-colored glasses, Aquarius. It's not time to be looking at everything in this rosy pink light, and there's something actually wrong that it's time to change. And that's simply the way it is. So listening to my intuition is really going to take me far. And sorry, I have to laugh because we can't make up the angel cards. Listening to our intuition is really going to take me far this month, and using the tools and my higher inspiration is what I was going to say, is going to take me even further towards my truth and towards my freedom. And it'll expand me if I'm willing to listen. And the angel card is listen. That is so funny. It cracks me up. It says, quiet your mind, beloved one, and listen to our gentle reassurance that everything has been taken care of. Stay in a quiet and receptive state without worrying about the exact nature of your desire's manifestation. A quiet mind and body hears us quickly and clearly. This is our request to you. Beloved, listen. And I'm like, that's pretty interesting. It really is. All I can think of is we have that magician. We have this hangman to get the different perspective, and the end result is going to be the world, and success is assured. Why not take it? It says you receive this card because your thoughts and feelings about the past are holding you back. You're repeating patterns because of unfinished emotions from your past. This card is a sign to forgive and move on, move on, to stop painful patterns. It doesn't mean you need to be with the person you've forgiven. It simply means that you let the toxic feelings go in exchange for peace. Approach a new situation or a relationship with positive expectations. Avoid routines. Speak to a counselor or support group. Give those who've hurt, forgive those who've hurt you, forgive yourself. The worst is now behind you. Keep your thoughts about the situation high and bright. And pay attention to what Spirit is telling us this month. Well, Aquarius, that's our reading for this month. I want to tell you all thank you for your likes, your shares, your subscribes, and your comments. I read each and every one of them, and I truly appreciate them. If anyone wants to know more about me or Neb about me, or if you need an appointment, all the information's down below the screen over at the website. And over at the website, there are 2 short videos. One explains a prayer class I put out there for y'all. The other explains sutra classes. Prayer class is very, tells you how to format prayers, why you do them the way you do. And the sutras are simple thought forms you put in a meditation. It takes 5 minutes a day, and it enhances the clear perceptions dramatically. But the videos are over at the website. So to all of you I've met through 5 whole years of doing YouTubes, and everybody I've met through 32 years of doing this work, I want to tell you all it's been an honor, a privilege, and a pleasure to serve you. And hopefully I will see you back here next month. Bye-bye.